Hey guys, my name is Angel Varela, and this is my work for ALA2. On ALA2, we are dealing with what we have in IR spectra, the HNMR, and the CNMR. So to begin with this problem, I saw that we had a molecular formula, and every time I see a molecular formula, I always calculate the degrees of unsaturation, and the equation for that is 2 times your carbon plus 2 plus your nitrogens minus your hydrogens minus any halogen. That's where I get this. Calculating all of this, we ended up getting 2 degrees of unsaturation. Those degrees could be used up as 2 pi bonds or 2 rings, or 1 pi bond and 1 ring. So after that, we're going to look over here at the IR spectra. We draw the line at 1500 and draw the line at 3000. We see that right here we have the alkane CHSP3 hybridized kind peak right here. And then over here we have a carbonyl functional group, right? This should not be there. This should just be the carbonyl group. There we go. And then knowing that, I know that my structure must have a C double O bond somewhere in it, right? So then after that, what's it called? What really I did after that was looked at my HNMR and my CNMR, and what I could tell from here is that there has to be symmetry since there's only 2 different signals being produced, right? Because if there wasn't any symmetry, every single carbon would pretty much have a hydrogen that would have a signal, but in this case it doesn't. There's only 2 of them, right? And then we also see that there's only 3 signals for carbons, right? When the whole molecule has 4. So there also has to be another plane that has of symmetry reflecting with the carbons. And then after knowing this, I kind of just doodled around trying to find a structure that would kind of like, that would fulfill kind of like these requirements, I guess. And I ended up getting this one right here, right? We do have the double O, the C double O bond, right? Which is good. That occupies 1 degree of unsaturation, so that means we have 1 left. And then this whole thing right here is also a ring. So this counts as my other degree of unsaturation. So that's where we get the 2 degrees of unsaturation. If we draw a line straight down the middle, we see that this carbon is carbon 1, as I labeled right here. This carbon right here is carbon 2, but since that plane of symmetry is also down this way, this is carbon 2 as well. And this one says smack dab in the middle, carbon 3. That one is also, that's a different carbon. That's carbon 3, sorry. And that corresponds with this one, right? Because this carbon is the same as this, and this is another carbon, this is another carbon. There's only 3 signals, which not coexist. They agree with the CNMR. And then if we look at the hydrogens, there's no hydrogens here. There's 2 HA, that's what I labeled them. And remember, since we have that plane of symmetry down here, this is also 2 HA. And this one down here would be 2 HB, right? Does this make sense, right? I have it written down the work right here to find out how many neighboring carbons there is. You would have to get your, I think this is multiplicity, and then subtract 1 from it. And these are the neighboring hydrogens, right? So this one will only have 2 neighboring hydrogens. And I've deducted that this one has to be 2 HA, right? Because if I have 2 HAs here, 2 HAs here, I get a total of 4 hydrogens. So my integration is 4. So that agrees. And then when we do the multiplicity, this is the only neighboring hydrogen right here. And there's 2 of these. So 2 plus 1 is 3, which gives us a triplet. So that's where we get that. And the same could be said about this one over here, with the two hydrogens, right? The two hydrogens here are talking about these two hydrogens right here. So the way that we got the multiplicity, again, is just taking the beta hydrogens, which are these two, since I have 2 HA, and then again I have 2 HA right here. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and then plus 1 is equal to 5. And anything above 5 or above is considered a multiplicity, and that's how we get this guy. Other than that, that's pretty much how I got this structure. If there's any questions, if I said anything wrong, please correct me, or if you have questions, let me know. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope this made sense, and yeah.